Von Miller, the future Hall of Fame linebacker from the Broncos, was traded for a couple of draft picks, second and third round, I believe. Second and third round picks to the Los Angeles Rams, Rob. And obviously the Rams having a great season, 7-1. But the defense, it's been good, but it's not great. And like it was last year, it took a step back. And obviously this is a move that they believe will improve their defense. And I got to be honest, I believe it improves their defense as well. I think it was a good move for them, Rob, and I think this puts them even more. They already were in the mix, but even more so in the Super Bowl mix out there in the NFC.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it does. I think the NFC is stacked with about 5 or 6 teams that have a legit chance. I agree with that. I don't think that they jump to the top of the list with the Von Miller. Does it hurt them? No, it doesn't hurt them.
Does it help them?
I don't think that they moved anywhere. Not yet. I just don't believe that they moved anywhere or moved anybody out the way. And the other thing too is, I got it. You want to win, do whatever you can, but you can't give up all your draft picks and put yourself in a bind. If it doesn't work out and you don't win, this franchise will be in ruins for years to come. So if they win, Chris, they're right. And I'll be the first one to put my hand up and say they put all their chips in. It worked out. I'm a little leery of a coach like a Sean McVay who has to prove that he was the boy wonder. He's going to win under any circumstances because they got to prove that what they did by hiring him and that he was the genius. Forget about that he was undressed by Bill Belichick in the Super Bowl and, oh, no, it was Jared Goff's fault. Okay, so they got rid of him. It's not Jared Goff's anymore. Now Matthew Stafford is the Messiah. Now Von Miller is the next Messiah. They're going to do whatever it takes, even if they deplete all their draft picks. And if it works, then it's worth it. I'm with you, Chris. But I'm a little concerned that you're giving the keys to the store to a teenager who might crash a car because he's so desperate to win and so desperate to prove that he is that guy. I would like to see. Not everybody needs a stacked deck to win if he's really that guy or that coach.
You think they have a stacked deck?
No, I just think that they keep giving up trying to get a stacked deck is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
nobody trades draft picks like they've traded.
I like it. I mean, you got a small window to win in the NFL or in any of these sports. And when you're there, go for it. It's like the Lakers. Lakers are going for it. You know, win or lose, they're going for it. And I like that attitude. I don't think they have a stacked deck. Like I said, their defense has not been that great this year. You added Von Miller, who's a little older, although I think he'll help. But if you could get a stacked deck, more power to you. Heck, I mean, there's nothing against that.
Last year,
but Matt Stafford isn't, you don't think that highly of Matt Stafford, so I don't call that a stacked deck either.
I'm going by them. They're the ones who think that he's the Messiah. I'm just saying, I'm going by what I've seen. They believe they got the Messiah, and
they gave up a lot for him.
Yeah, then he's going to lead them to the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. And last year, just an example at how hard it is to win, Chris. I'm just talking about last year they had the number one defense, and I remember watching everybody pick them to beat Green Bay in Green Bay because they were the number one defense in yards per game, number one defense, scoring defense, number one in the pass defense, and number 3 in the rush defense. What'd they do? They gave up 32 points to the Packers in the playoff game, 484 yards, didn't sack Rodgers once, and Rodgers' left tackle, I can't pronounce his name, who got hurt, wasn't even there.
Right.
In that game. So I'm just saying, it's hard. Even with
this
that.
This doesn't guarantee anything. Right. And like I said, I don't have a Pro Bowl running back. I like Henderson. He's fine, but he's not a Pro Bowl running back. They got a great receiving core, but I think there are better ones. I would take Tampa Bay's over theirs. I would take Dallas's over theirs. And you can argue some would take Buffalo over there. So I don't think it's a stacked deck. I think they're going for it. I would rather, Rob, this approach than what Green Bay's done over the past decade. Where, we got our great quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He's going to keep us relevant. He's going to keep us in the playoffs. He'll, you get in the tournament, you got a shot, but they didn't go all in. And that's what led to the whole mess in the first place a few years ago when they drafted Jordan Love. Rodgers like, give me somebody to help us win now. And they go ahead and draft the next quarterback.
Drafting, and I get that, but I'm just saying to have your cupboard bare in case this doesn't work out. You just can't give up everything. And that's all I'm saying is if it works out and you get the Super Bowl you've coveted, then you don't care, Chris, if you're going to be bad for the next 5 or 10 years or 8 years or whatever it is, because it is about winning. And I get that. I've always said that.
Winning the Super Bowl. I'm just a Super Bowl.
I'm just a little skeptical of McVay and proving a point at all costs, no matter what, because it is about him. It's about McVay.
Why is it all McVay? Why is it all about McVay? It's not the front office. It's not, the organization as a whole wanting to win.
They have to prove that what they did with him and getting him to win, because they believe he's the youngest coach. They gave this guy, it was like, how old was he? 32 or 3 or whatever he was?
Yeah, I don't know
he was the youngest coach. And so there's pressure from the front office too, Chris, that we made the right choice. You know what I mean?
He's done a good job. I don't think anybody doubts that he's the right choice.
But is he going to win? And that's it.
When he won a lot. I mean,
when he got into that Super Bowl, though, he couldn't make any adjustments against Bill Belichick.
He got outcoached.
They averaged 33 points, and they got 3 points in that Super Bowl.
I think somebody'd be idiotic to be thinking of moving on from Sean McVay. So I don't think it's like he's got to win a Super Bowl.
I just think
now,
that Yeah, but I believe that they feel that. Like, they got to win a Super Bowl. Like, you're not going to have your team together forever, so I get why you would want to make some moves.
Yeah.
But I think they've given up a lot in trying to secure this, and the NFC is far from a layup for the Rams. Far from a layup.
Absolutely. I do agree with you that I wouldn't be surprised to see the Rams, Tampa Bay, Green Bay. Who am I missing? Arizona. I think I'd be a little bit surprised.
You're a little down on Arizona, right?
I wouldn't say down, but I just think they're young. Kingsbury's never really had a lot of success at any level. Right,
and especially in the second half of seasons, Chris. If you go look at his record, and because even who do we have on board?
And Kyler, he's already. What's up with that ankle? Last year it was the shoulder. His style of play, he puts himself in harm's way. So I'm in Dallas. Dallas is in the hunt. So I agree with you that
like
this
5 or
doesn't.
6 teams, right?
Right. I totally agree with you there. But I like the attitude, Rob, of going for it. You got your window. Go for that championship and give it your best shot. And I think this is a sign of that.